I remember as a kid the first time I saw the movie Aliens and how much it blew my mind. So much so that me and my friends would pretend we were colonial marines and my parents' house was a space station infested with xenomorphs. We would then start from one end. The first couple of rooms would be okay, but then all hell would break loose.
Let's rock!
At one point I got a big ass alien poster, which I still own by the way, and I hung it up in a room before my friends came over to play Colonial Marines. When we got to that room, I said to one of them, "Hey, try to run through the doorway, spin around and pretend you're wasting Xeno." He looked at me all skeptical like, "Why?" And I said, "Just do it man, it's fun." And he was like, "Okay." And he just went for it, through the doorway, spun around, and I was supposed to waste this potential xenomorph, seeing the poster, fall on his ass, all bucked-eyed, gasping for air, and his face was like, well, he looked like this. "Hey, it's a poster." "Okay."
Okay.
We would then continue through the house, space station, until we got to the last room, where we had built an alien queen out of pillows and blankets. There would be pillows around the room to look like eggs. Then one of my friends would crawl up on top of the alien queen and be the queen's head and arms. The rest of us would open fire with all the toy guns we had in our disposal. When the queen was dead, we had to get the hell out of there before my parents' house blew up. Space station, because of course it has to blow up. It's the only way to be sure. Anyway, I'm getting super off topic here. I'm HixDK, and this is my review of Alien Breed Special Edition. The original Alien Breed was made by Team 17 way back in 1991, and I played this a bunch on the Amiga. Age is just a number. Shut up. What's an Amiga, you say? This is a Commodore Amiga 500, and this was the best machine to play games on back in the day. This was before PC, PlayStation and Xbox, and most of the games could be played on this joystick. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Go ahead, make fun. I've heard all the jokes before. The games came on these little blue fluffy disks, and Alien Breed was so big that it didn't just come on one, but two fluffy disks, which meant that during the game you had to change disc all of a sudden. Now I didn't own an Amiga as a kid, but my big brother did, and when he went home, me and my friends would sneak into his room and fire up the machine. You have to remember that back in the day, Alien Breed was the closest thing you would get to the Colonial Marine experience, and it's only quite recent that I found out that 1 year after the game, they made a special edition. So I called up my oldest friend and asked him if he was up for round 2. The story is that in the future, they have lost contact to a space research center, and you have to go check it out. I know, but in the early 90s, this story wasn't overused. Yet. The game is a top-down shooter, which you can play 1 to 2 players. The little green dude is player 1 and is controlled by my old friend Alejandro, which I played this game with back when we were kids. The little red guy is me.
Alright, you ready?
Lock and load. Okay, let's go.
Lead on.
I quickly want to point out that since we are playing this game on an Amiga emulator on PC, we are sharing the same keyboard, so it's a little cramped here.
Can you move your hand, please?
Sorry. The way you play this game is that you go through a level, kill aliens, pick up keys, money, ammo, and first aid kits. Quite simple really, and logical speaking, it should be quite boring, right? Except that it isn't. There is more to it. When you start out a level, you're giving a vague description of what you're supposed to do, but once in there, there's no arrows to point you in the right direction. There's not even a map to look at. Scratch that, there is a map, you just have to find a computer to see it. And if you've collected enough money, you can buy one, which you can open at all times, and still, it doesn't tell you where to go. You have to figure that out for yourself.
Hey Hex, check out all these cylinders and the black goo on the floor.
I think we now know what went wrong here.
Yeah.
Dude!
Slippery.
To open doors, you need keys, but if you don't know where you're going, it can become quite costly. Also, if you walk past a door too close to it, it will use up one of your keys, which is annoying.
Ah, crap.
If you don't have any keys left or just wish to save some of them, you do have the option to shoot open doors, but it costs a lot of ammo and that just puts you in another bad situation. You see, since you didn't pay attention in boot camp while learning about self-defense, if you run out of ammo, you're fucked.
Player 1 requires ammo.
There are of course different weapons you can purchase in this game while at a computer. One of them being the high impact Astro Laser. Well, as long as it shoots well, I don't care how it's spelled. 75,000 credits. What? I don't got that kind of money. The real strength of this game is to plan a route to where you think you're supposed to go, managing your keys, ammo and health along the way. But it doesn't stop there. The maps themselves are full of nasty surprises. You think we can go through it?
Nah, feels like a trap. Look at all that loot on the other side.
Yeah. Why don't you test it out?
Screw you, Hex. You go through it if you're so curious.
There are also holes in the ground, which can kill you instantly if you fall into them. One-way doors, which can be especially annoying if you're planning a route only to come across one of these and wrong way obviously. Fire doors, which you can close by accident. Choke points, which are hard to get through. Or how about a level in the pitch black? Ah yes, the special edition is a lot of fun. Which reminds me, what is the difference between Alien Breed and the special edition? Well, they reworked the maps from the original and added in 6 new for the special edition, so 12 maps in total. The reason being that some people felt that the original game was too easy. And let me tell you, the special edition, not easy. And for those of you who already knows the game, I only have to say level 6. Let me explain. Throughout the game there are these smiley faces. You pick them up, you get an extra life. But at level 6 there is a smiley face which does not give you an extra life, but instead give you 2 seconds to get to the elevator or else the whole level explodes. And you don't lose 1 life, you lose all of your life. There's not a checkpoint you can restart from or restart the level. No, it is like the famously late Bill Paxton says. Game over, man. It is all the way back to the beginning of the game, which means you have to do all 6 levels once again, and if you lose, it is all the way back once again. And this is enough to drive anybody crazy, but luckily I'm a pretty chill guy. As soon as I take the smiley face, we will run to the elevator.
Where do you want me?
Close to the elevator. Remember, 2 seconds. Okay, ready?
Go.
Warning. Destruction.
Yeah! Finally!
Jesus Christ, that was brutal. High five!
Yes!
Yes, man. As nice as it is to have a friend covering your back, we were quickly reminded how narrow this space station really is. There are not many places there is room to go past each other, so you have to coordinate who goes first and where you're going. And then you have to do that thing, what's it called? Sharing the supplies. There are no split screens, so you have to stick together. Which is why I find it funny when you open a map, it always say player 1 and 2 at the same place. It's not like we have the option to go our separate ways. The graphics are simple and have aged pretty well. Maybe it's because it's a top-down shooter and not in 3D. Sure, the game is not in widescreen, but to be honest, I think the graphics are still pretty charming. Music as well. There are only 2 numbers. One of them is the main theme, which you have heard throughout this video, and it still holds up. If I'm waiting on a bus, I can find it on my phone and listen to it to this day. The other number is when you get in a boss fight, and for me it is right up there with the theme of Jaws.
Danger. Danger.
Hey Andrew! No! You fucking bitch! You killed him! Oh god! Oh, Scott is dead! Oh, he's gonna blow!
Oh, you're not gonna make it?
Yes I am, yes I am! Whew.
So, there's no respawn for me?
Nope, you did.
Oh, well, good luck.
When it comes to sound, it is clear that it has been ripped directly from the movie Aliens. Okay, maybe not. But for a game from that age, the sound effects are pretty good. There are not many of them, but they're good. And for whatever reason, my favorite sound is when you pick up extra ammo. Nice! And let us not forget the sweet combination of sound and graphic when you log into an index computer in the game. Just watch and listen to this.
Welcome to Intex Systems.
What I love about this is that it feels so lo-fi sci-fi, and I'm not even sure they did it on purpose. It's simply just a product of its time. And that voice that follows you through the whole game, it really reminds me of the mother computer from the Nostromo ship. And with all these alien references, what I'm about to tell you next is gonna blow your mind. This game does not have the Alien license. Wait, what? Team 17, are you seriously telling me that your monster in the game is not the alien from the movie Alien or Aliens?
Yes, that is correct.
And the facehuggers?
Giant spiders.
What about the chestbursters?
Those are snakes.
Okay, what about the alien hive with eggs, complete with an alien queen? Come on, that's gotta be aliens.
No.
Alright, so it's not aliens, but it is. But at the end of the day, I don't care. For me, it's aliens. And lots of them. In fact, you cannot clear a level because they will always respawn and always right outside your screen. You can clear out a room, go out and back into it, and it will be filled with aliens once again. They are not particularly smart, which is a good thing since you lose a lot of health if they hit you. Sometimes they will queue up in front of you in a big Congo line because they wish to die. I guess. There are bugs in the game, and no, not just the ones you're supposed to kill. Stop it! Let's start by looking at the small ones and then work our way up. The first one is minor. Sometimes when you shoot, the muzzle flash will not be on your gun, but somewhere else in the room. Luckily, things in front of you still dies, so it ain't that bad. The second bug is when the bugs bugs out. Twisting and turning like they don't know where to go. It's more hilarious than annoying, really. The third one was weird, and we only encountered it once.
Whoa.
What happened?
I don't know, it's just like the fire door came out of nowhere.
The fourth one is literally breaking the fourth wall, when an alien just decided to walk through it. Can anybody tell me how it did that?
It's using the air shafts.
We don't know
That's
that.
the only way!
The last one is the worst one of them all. Well, I couldn't finish a level because I got stuck in the wall, like I couldn't squeeze through. This, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call a game-breaking bug. I have learned through the internet that it is far from everybody who has experienced this, and it might be because I'm playing the game through an Amiga emulator. But, you know, still sucks. But for those who don't have this bug and manage to complete the game, we're in for another surprise. You see, games back in the early 90s usually had a cutscene in the beginning and a cutscene at the end. Sometimes you would try to beat the game just to see that end cutscene. But in Alien Breed Special Edition, you are in for a big troll. It comes in the form of a text, and my friend Red Mist is going to read it out loud for you.
Thank you, Hex. So, you were expecting a jazzy little animation sequence? Maybe a lovely bit of music? Some extravagant effect? Well, we're sorry to stick our finger in your ointment, but this is a budget game after all, and if you want high-class kicks, then you should really try completing one of Team 17's current blockbusters instead of this one. If truth to be said, we just didn't have the disk space to do anything really nice. We thought that we would use all the space up to provide you with more missions, levels, and aliens. Did we do right? Of course we did. By the way, if you have cheated to get here, or have ripped your way into this fantastic end sequence, then well done. Haven't you really and honestly wasted the satisfaction and pleasure that completing the game would offer? It's the obligatory plug time, and we would like to warn you that Alien Breed 2 is going to be one mean mother of a game. If you loved this, then it's time to change your underwear. We sincerely hope that you've enjoyed this game and all that it has to offer. I hope it's proved that not all software houses are the same, except nothing but the best. For your information, it's about 3 AM in the morning, there's only 2 litres of good whiskey left, the Enigma CD has nearly finished, and I think Andreas is falling asleep. Rico is probably doing something weird with Lotta, and Alistair something even worse with a sheep. But hey, that's life.
Thank you, Red Mist, which now brings us to the final score of this game. Alien Breed Special Edition from '92, I'll grant a 6 out of 10. I enjoyed myself playing this old game with my buddy, like we used to back in the day. And if you're an Alien fan, you might enjoy it too, but perhaps only for half an hour. You might even give it a lower score. I am aware that the nostalgia might have an effect on my review, but playing this game so many years later, it's like I'm a little kid again with my whole life in front of me. And you know what? That's worth something too. And if you're still with me at this point, thinking to yourself, I'll give it a go, or you want to do your own nostalgia trip, where can you get it? Is it even possible today? Well, as a matter of fact, it is. I found it on PlayStation 3 store, at an enhanced version, I might add. PS Vita should have one too. Android sadly has been removed, but then, quite recently, there came a A500 Mini, which is a little box you plug into your PC and has 25 Amiga games on it. Alien Breed Special Edition is one of them. So, with that said, I'm HexDK, and if you enjoyed this video, remember to...
Insert disc 2.
Crap, where is it?
Where's what?
Disc 2, disc 2!
Chill, man, relax, it's here.
Put it in. I swear to you, this loading time is gonna be the death of me.
Well, this haven't changed in 30 years.